Alright guys, I'm hanging out with my girls today. And by girls, I mean the gobblers. I'm down here laying in the bottom of the coop to show you a little situation I've got. I've got a watering system here with these watering cups made by Rent-A-Coop. And these things have been great for a few years, but they're starting to give me some problems. They leak and I gotta fix it. So I'm gonna go with a new system, the little nipples. I'll show you those in a minute, but let me show you the problems that I have with these watering cups. So these watering cups use the weight of the water to shut off the water basically. And back in this little space back here, wood chips and mulch and dirt get stuck in there and don't allow the water flow to stop. As you can see, this cup is ready to overflow. Right now the watering trough is basically empty. It's 4-inch PVC that goes up and out of the coop, and I fill it with the hose. I'll show you that in a minute. So right now it's empty. I've got some friends coming to check it out. They don't know what I'm doing. So these leak. They've been good, but it's time to freshen up the watering system. So I'm gonna get going here. I'm gonna build a new 4-inch PVC system with the watering nipples. I'll show you how I do that. I'm basically gonna run it down here and just straight across this whole back section of the coop. And I'm gonna make it a little higher. I made this one low because when the chickens come up to it, they could peck down at the water, being that the water's laying in these cups. But that's also, I think, a mistake because they fill with debris from their run. There's all wood chips and dirt and nastiness in them, so they get kind of crusty. So I'm gonna make the new one a little higher, probably up here, more at their head height, so when they're pecking at the nipples, it's at the right height. Alright, so here's Parm. She's one of my Rhode Island Reds. I'm gonna try to measure a good height to put these things at when she's standing up. Let's see if she can cooperate. Maybe, so chest high maybe. I think 12 inches is good. Stand up, Parm. Where's your beak at? 13? I'm gonna say 12 inches is gonna be a good height off the ground. All right, good girl. Dad. Parm, everyone. All right, so I went with Schedule 40 PVC for this project as opposed to the drainage type PVC, which has a much thinner wall, and here's why. So this is a piece of Schedule 40. You can see how thick the sides are. It's very thick. It's about a 1/4 inch thick. Yeah, a little over a 1/4 inch. And here's why. Here are the nipples I'm going with. They're just a little metal, little nipple that presses in and it opens up this little seal back here. And the chickens peck at this and get water. These are from Rent-A-Coop. I can add a link in the description to these. So these are made to basically screw into a bucket, a thin like Home Depot bucket, but I don't want this to sit against the curved portion of the pipe like this because I think it would be a little weird. So what I did was I ran this piece of pipe on my table saw to create a flat surface. That's why I wanted the thick Schedule 40 PVC. So when this thing gets screwed in, it's got a nice flat surface to sit on. So I'm gonna take this piece of 5-foot PVC, rip it on the saw now, and create a nice flat surface for these. And then we'll drill holes and screw them in. All right, so the instructions that came with the watering nipples say to drill a 5/16 or an 11/32 hole. I don't have a 5/16, so I'm gonna drill an 11/32 hole. I'm gonna drill it in this test piece just to make sure it's the right size before I go drill out all 6 of the ones I'm gonna put in my 5-foot length of PVC. So these nipples are tapered. It's like NPT pipe thread. So it starts out smaller at the front, and then it gets a little thicker. So it should thread in by itself, nice and easy. Now these aren't meant, I don't believe, to screw into thick plastic. They're meant to, everything that you find online with these, they're meant to screw into like buckets, which are really thin plastic. But I like this system better because I could fill up the PVC pipe with a lot of water and it lasts, I would say, almost a week. Yeah, that's a good size. That's threading in nice. The kit actually comes with this little black tool you could put in a drill that fits over these pieces. I don't know if I want to use a drill because I like to get a feel for how the threads are spinning into the plastic. Sometimes with a drill, you can lose that feel. I might have to though, because this is getting pretty tight. So on my last watering system, I had this drain screwed into the bottom of the pipe with this little ball valve. That just allowed me to drain the water out every now and then, just to be able to clean it out, rinse the pipe out, in case any dirt or crap got in there. I could just rinse it out. So all I did last time was drill a hole in the pipe and thread this fitting in. So I'm gonna drill a 7/8 hole in the bottom of the pipe, about a foot in, because that works with the coop where it exits the coop. And this thing will sit basically just like that. Then I can periodically open the valve, flush the tube out, and put fresh water in. All right, kid, you ready?
Yep.
My assistant Beavis Jr. is helping out over here. Couldn't do it without him.
Yeah, it's good. Maybe a little bit back more.
You know what I could do? I could get this one screwed, and then we can mess with it.
Yeah.
I'll screw these on lightly. There you go. Good?
Yeah.
All right, let me take one more measurement. Hold it nice and steady. 14.5. All right, lower it a hair. A little more.
I can't go anymore.
Why, it's hitting the...
Yeah, I'm not, right now I'm not
14.25.
holding it.
14.5. All right, push this out. All right, right there. Got it?
Yeah.
Hold it. Up a little bit. Right there. Don't move. Much better. Look at that. Ah, I'm cramping. All right, guys, we're on the outside of the coop now. We're gonna throw this 90 on, throw a piece of vertical pipe up the side of this thing with the cap, and we'll call this job a wrap. Then I think we gotta try to train these girls how to drink from these things. See if they know what to do. All right, let's glue this up. See that, kid? The
Yeah.
bubble? Nice and level, which means this piece will be coming up nice and plumb. We'll screw it to those straps and this will be done.
Dad.
Yeah, babe.
And Reagan have vegetable trees, and I don't like them, so I'm having a donut.
You're lucky.
Do you want a donut?
No, thank you.
That looks so cool.
What do you think, Toots?
What?
I said, what do you think?
Ew, what's that
Think they're
smell?
gonna know how to drink out of those things?
Probably not. What?
I bet you they do. I mean, they're not the smartest creatures in the world, but they've got instinct.
How do they drink out of those? They peck at the little silver knobs, and then the water comes out.
Make sure you tighten your glue with a wrench if you're not going to use it for a while. Otherwise, next time you go to use it, it's going to be a solid block. Didn't take them long to figure it out.